queen. Yet another kingdom falls to your glory.
Je suis Rupert Sanders, le réalisateur de Blanche-Neige et le Chasseur. I am on PureChannel and What TV.
Hi, I'm Charlize Theron on What TV.
Yeah, well, beauty is everything, you know, and I think that's Charlize is the classic. You know, she played this facet of the character that is without youth and beauty, she is nothing. You know, it has different implications for her, but in our society, everything is about youth. You know, in the Western society, unless you're young and beautiful, you know, you're not going to last long. Whereas other societies look up to the elders, you know, we're the reverse, which seems ironic.
I wasn't interested in a story that was, the quest for this character was just to be beautiful. There had to be a meaning behind that. What does beauty represent? And I think it does resonate into our society today, because in the film, that resonates power to the queen, and value, and success. And I do think there is a sense of that that's much the equivalent in our society. I think women in our society have a much harder time aging, but it's not just the fact that we're losing our beauty. I think we diminish in our society as far as how valuable we are, or how successful we are, or how much we value ourselves, you know? I think that is a huge problem, and so I don't think it's just an aging thing. I think it is what that really represents. It's also facing our mortality.
I was excited to play such a fundamental character. I mean, she kind of is just essentially good. That kind of is the biggest character trait from the original, and we definitely honor the classic characteristics of who she is. She's very connected to the earth. She's you know, very compassionate, the animals. But I think that it's much more interesting to find that rather than start out as that. I mean, she is endowed with these tools, but I think when you find her, she's so unaware of them, and she's so stunted, and she's such a child that it's like you need to watch someone literally grow 10 years in 5 days or something, however long the story takes place, and I was excited to do that.
What does she want from me?
Consume her heart, and you shall rule forever.
When you make a film, you put yourself into it, you know, you put what you want to see and how you want to tell the story into it. And I like films that have action in them. I liked the idea of more modern fight sequences in a medieval film, you know, quite handheld and dirty, and then some kind of fantastic things happening amongst those fights. So it's, you know, it's nice to play around with mixing those ideas.
What I really love about Snow White is that she is absolutely, I mean, she's the hero of the story, but I think nowadays there are so many characters that people think, female characters that people say like, ooh, they're really strong because they are imitating a man. Do you know what I mean? It's basically just, you know what I mean? And that ball busting, like in your face. There's something very strong and very feminine about steadiness. And just, you know, because that's I think that's when a woman is at her strongest, and it's not about the gruff in your face, whatever. I think that she's very motivated by fear. She's not crippled by it. And one thing that Rupert was definitely aware of was that he needed to scare me. I mean, he needed to.
Did he scare you
yeah.
on the set?
I was definitely in situations where I wasn't staring at fake tennis balls, or we were never on stage. I mean, very rarely on stage. That was all the castle stuff. But when we were outside in the forest and jumping into the ocean and all of that, we were doing that for real. And that's why I want to make movies. I want to watch people actually live. I don't like fakers. And so it was scary. But I think that when you see people in this movie and they look cold or they look uncomfortable, they are, yeah.
Had to find something that raised the stakes for the character, and so when she was on this quest for all of this, you know, the hunger for beauty and that power, I had to find something that could resonate. And also, you know, I wanted something to drive that. I never wanted it to feel like, you know, for her, it's the end of the world. And so I think there are a lot of processes that you can go through as an actor to kind of find something that resonates within that. But I just didn't want to lose, there was almost a speed to that I was very important to me, that it's like the clock is ticking. Yeah. We have to fix this. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
You are the fairest, but there is another destined to surpass you.
Yes, you're young and beautiful now, and yes, it's going to fade, but you know, I think the image to me that kind of haunts me for Snow White is the rose blooming in defiance of the cold. You know, she must live with all this death around her, and I think that's exciting as well. That hopefully kind of seeps into people, this idea that, you know, there's a lot of bad stuff's happening out there. You know, you've got your one chance to, you know, this is your one life. Just, you know, blossom in whatever way you choose to. You know, you don't have to be this or be that, but you know, live. Yeah.
I've seen what she sees. I can kill her.
I will give this wretched world the queen it deserves. Lips red as blood, hair black as night. Bring me your heart, my dear, dear Snow White. Let them come.